Bagaetsho. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hello, my name is Tlotlo Trudy Letlape. You can either call me Tlotlo or you can either call me Trudy. I don't mind. I love that you're here. I hope you like it here. I hope you stay. I hope you subscribe. I hope you share. There's some fun shenanigans happening on this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, Dumelang Bagaetsho, now you know the kind of shenanigans that happen here. But today's video is a different one. The other day, my analytics on YouTube, I saw that one of my first videos that I made about teaching in South Korea had hit 1,000 views, and I decided to watch it. I'm just like, oh my goodness. I'm actually so grateful that one of the videos that I put out there in terms of putting out information on how to be a teacher in South Korea is getting more views. You know, I like that for everyone who's watching it, because it means that people are getting more information and they're learning how to rather come into South Korea and how to do it, you know? So I watched it and I was like, there's so much more that I know now than let me rephrase. There's so much more that I know now that I didn't know then. Not to say that the information that I knew then was misleading. It's just that I've been here longer. I've been here for plus minus 9-10 months now, and I have mingled with people who work in who work in public schools and as well as who work in private schools, and I'm in groups where we can meet South Africans and who share their experiences in terms of like the different cities that they work in, the different schools that they work in. So basically I'm just gonna start a series that can give out more information based on what I know now. Okay, so in this video number 1, we are going to talk about Hagwans versus Epic. Which one is better? What are the pros? Okay, let's get into it. There are some differences and there are some similarities when it comes to public school and private academies in South Korea. Now, when it comes to the benefits, there are some benefits that are the same, such as housing provided. You get a free apartment. This flat that I live in, this apartment that I live in, is completely free. The only thing that I pay for is utilities, my light bill, my water bill, and my Wi-Fi. That's the only thing that I pay for monthly. And you can get that benefit in Hagwans and you can get that benefit in a public school. All right, and then you get paid vacation. So when schools close and we are on holiday, you are still paid. They don't have that no work, no pay policy. No. So you still get paid whenever you are on vacation. 50-50 medical insurance. You get that at public school, you get that at a Hagwans. So your school pays 50% of your medical insurance, and then you pay 50% of your medical insurance, which is automatically deducted. You see it as well when you get your pay slip that this portion of your salary went to medical insurance. This portion of your salary went to tax. Yes. So yeah, you see it. You get 50% of or rather you pay 50% of medical insurance and they pay 50% of medical insurance. And then the last major benefit is a severance pay, or a 13th check, or a bonus as we call it in South Africa. So severance pay when you're done at the end of your contract, because each teaching contract in South Korea is 1 year. So after you have completed 1 year of teaching in South Korea, you will get your salary and you will get your bonus. It's like a thank you bonus for teaching, for coming and relocating and doing a good job and staying in your contract. You will get your 13th check. So let's quickly talk about the differences in benefits. Which one is better? All right. So at the end, I will add in my 2 cents of which one I think is better. So if you don't know already, if you haven't watched the previous video that I had mentioned, I work at a Hagwans. I work at a private academy. All right. So I'm just looking over here because I have some notes. All right. So benefit number 1 that is different. In a public school, you have more vacation days. 26 days to be exact. Last time I checked, it may have changed, I'm not too sure. In a Hagwan, it can go between 10 to 14 days, depending on your school. Remember that I said, did I say it? Well, Hagwans are privately owned, so depending on your school and the laws that the director of your school has made, you will either get 10 days off in a year or 12 days off in a year or 14 days off in a year, but it doesn't go anything above that. So that's the first difference. Public school, you get more days off, 26 days off. Private academy, less days off. So another difference in terms of like benefits, or rather another pro and con, is that with public schools, you are not so flexible in terms of location. So you don't choose where you get to go live, which city you get to go teach in. The EPIC program, which is the public school program, they will allocate you in a city where they feel like they need more teachers, more English teachers there. All right. So in the EPIC application, you can put your preferred location. I think they allow you to put like 2 or 3 preferred locations, and then it's either they will put you in one location that you put there, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. They just want to see where would you like to live, and if they check the cities that you want to live in, if they need more teachers there, then they will gladly place you there. But if you mention, or rather if you include a city that doesn't need many more teachers, that doesn't need a lot of teachers, they'll probably not put you there. All right. But with private academies, you can choose your location. You can choose. If you want to go be a teacher in Seoul, you can put it that you can tell your recruiter that, hey, I'm only looking for schools in Seoul. If you want to go teach in Busan, you can put, hey, I want to go teach English in Busan. If you want to live in Daegu, you can put your location. Private schools, you can choose your location to the T. If you want to live in a specific area in that city, you can even say, listen, I want to be in Daegu, find me schools in Susong because I want to go live in Susong. Find me schools in Namgu because I want to live in Namgu. Like you can be very, 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 I don't know the word, but you can be very detailed in terms of like where you want to go live. All right. So another difference is that in private schools, the classes are very small. You don't have a lot of students in the classes. Whereas in a public school, you get public school numbers. So if a class is supposed to have 20 students, you're going to be teaching 20 students. If a class has to have 30 students, you're going to be teaching 30 students in a classroom. It's like normal size public school classes. Whereas in Hagwans, I know that at my school, our class capacity is 12. So I don't teach more than 12 children in a day. I've never went into a class and taught 15. No. Like the maximum is 12, the minimum is 10. So yeah, so classes are very small, very controlled, very easy to control. So yeah, bigger classes in public schools, smaller classes in private schools. And then another benefit that I want to talk about is that in private schools, you can negotiate your salary and the salary is uncapped. That's another benefit. In public schools, they have a salary scale and your salary is based on your education and your experience in teaching, and it is capped. I don't know if I've mentioned it. It is capped. In private schools, it is uncapped. All right. But let me say this. If you go to a private school with no experience, no classroom experience, you just have a TEFL, you are going to start probably at the same scale as a public school, all right? It's just that with public schools, they have a capped salary. If you have a degree in education and you have X amount of years in classroom experience, you'll probably start at a higher pay scale than someone who is just starting out. But with private schools, you will start at the same scale, and then if you decide to renew your contract, or if you decide to go to another private academy, you can go, from example, you can go from a salary that starts at 2.2 million to earning 2.8 million, whereas in a public school, you will start at 2.2 million and then probably go to 2.4 or 2. I don't know what the pay scale is, I forgot, but from 2.2 you'll probably go to 2.4 or 2.3. But in a private academy, you can go from 2.2 to 2.8 in a year. So yeah, it's uncapped. As I said, private schools are privately owned, and you can negotiate based on what the school is willing to give you. And there are schools who are willing to give you the money that you want. All right, and they also negotiate based on your experience. So it's easier to negotiate for a much higher salary once you are in the country. All right, once you are in the country, it will be easier. But if you are outside of the country and you're coming in negotiations and you don't have the experience, it's going to be tougher. All right, so it's easier to negotiate if you went to school to be a teacher and you are coming from the outside. But if you are not, just accept your 2.2 million and start working. When you go to another school or when you renew your contract, you can be like, hey, you want to keep me? This is how much I want. All right, so I'm not saying that's the experience for every single one. No. Some schools may be like, listen, we can't give you that much, and then we can only give you this much. We can't give you 2.8, we can give you 2.6. We can't give you 2.6, we can give you 2.4. It depends. It depends on the location. All right, because cost of living as well is higher in the north and lesser in the south. So it just depends. All right. So personally, on just a personal note, based on the benefits and the pros and cons that I've listed in this video, public school sounds like the better option, honestly, because you have more vacation days in a public school. And in a public school, not that in a private school you don't get a co-teacher, you do get a co-teacher depending on your school, but you have more free time in a public school than you would in a private school. All right, when schools are closed nationally for school holidays, I still go to work. Let that sink in. I still go to work. I wish I had more free time. Honestly, I wish I had more free time. So if you are a young person wanting to explore, wanting to travel to other Asian countries, even explore South Korea as a whole, you will get the time to do that and not feel tired because you have more vacation days. I, on the other hand, when I am on vacation, I only have 1 week off. So remember I said that you have 12 days, or rather you have 10 days of vacation in a year. They split those days up. So we have winter vacation and summer vacation. So I only have 12 days off in a year. So I already had my summer vacation, which was 1 week. It was just 1 week. And then I had my summer vacation last year in August, 1 week. I had my winter vacation in December, also 1 week. I was back at work on the 2nd of January. I was not happy about that. So yeah, I would personally say do not dread the application process of a public school. The epic application process. It's long, but it's worth it, honestly, because you'll have your peace of mind. You'll have more time to yourself, because even though when you are not off from work, the workload is not that much. And you get times where you'll just come into work and desk warm for hours. I've met people who have been in South Korea longer for like 3 years, 4 years. And how have you been able to stay this long? They are with Epic. They are in a private, they are with a public school. For me personally, I chose to work at a private academy because I had initially applied to work at a public school. Believe it or not, I had. It's just that my documents were not ready by the time the intake was happening, and that's how I missed coming to Korea earlier, because they only take people in February and in August. So if you're watching this now, it's March. I don't know when will I upload this, but I'm hoping it will still be in March. It's March. The next intake is in August. Get your papers together now. Go get your police clearance now. Go verify your degree now. Okay? Get your TEFL now. So by the time it's August, you can be in South Korea. Okay? But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Do not dread the application process, the Epic application process. Please, it will save you so much. All right? It will save you so much. You won't be like me. You won't be like the rest of us. Because my friends and I, when we meet up, it's like, yo, I'm tired. Yo, I'm exhausted. Yo, I'm tired. You know? So yeah, just come here with Epic, guys. Come here with Epic. Because also another thing is that with the Epic application, you get orientation, you get training, you get here and you meet people who came here with the Epic program before you actually start working. So a week into coming to South Korea, 1 week is dedicated to you meeting other teachers who just landed, you mingling. It's so much easier making friends with the Epic program when you arrive, because you arrive here with people who are coming to teach, even though you guys are going to different cities. But it's so much easier because the introduction into the country is not as difficult. There are some fun activities that you guys get into. They teach you how to lesson plan. They even have a mock-up lesson in the orientation. Like, it's very smooth. Everything is very organized. I would highly recommend coming with the Epic program to South Korea. I don't discourage coming through to South Korea and teaching in a private academy. I just want you to know what your life will be like, what you're getting yourself into. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean you should be doing it. Okay? Like, there's a lot of us who are doing it, guys, but at what cost? There's a lot of us who are doing it, teaching at a Hagwan, at a private academy, but at what cost? At what cost? So this video, please ask yourself, should I really go and teach at a Hagwan when I have the time now to apply and be ready for the August intake of Epic? So yeah, that's what I wanted this video to be about. Okay, I hope you get enough information from this. The next video, I'm not so sure what it will be about, but look out, it will also be related to how to teach. Oh yes, I know what the next video will be about. Which cities you should consider teaching in. Now that you know whether you want to come with Epic or whether you want to come work at a private academy, which city will be best for you to live in? Number 1 on my list, of course, Daegu. But the next video will be very detailed in terms of like the different cities that you can come work and live in South Korea. I really hope that you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Engage with me in the comments, please. Thank you. Subscribe. Please subscribe. We're almost at 400 subscribers. I would really love to close off the month of August with 400 subscribers. Month of March with 400 subscribers. All right. Thank you. See you in my next video. Goodbye.